overtime. The jam is too much. Good morning, staff. Are you okay? No, it's okay. 10 minutes and I'll clear this. I thought you had not come. Why did you fear? Take your seats. I will clear this. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you read the details. These are voter location slips, which show that you're a registered voter, even in your polling station. So you should read these details, and if there's any correction, you correct them. Don't bring the correction here. Here I sign what you've read, and you are sure it's correct. Secondly, we are also trying to think, if we convince the chairman and say that all voters will have voter locations. So that the voters who are carried from one end to another, the villagers will say we don't know it. Always, every day, think of how to make it a free and fair election. Number 3, registrars are going to be dealt with next week. We are calling all registrars, and they are bringing us all details from village up to district. Those who tampered with election are going to be kicked out. Yes. So that we have a fair. You cannot have 100% good person, but at least you should moderate them. Thank you, and thank you for being patient. You're welcome, sir. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hi. No, please don't disorganize. Where is you? She's there. Listen, I know her very well. I know this one to share. I know the way. I know who is somewhere. I know most of them. Have you taken for the fight?
Ginger City. Ginger City.
Nomination will be starting on 17.
Wakiso. The name. Kila municipality.
I guess somewhere where we live.
Thank you.
I don't know how it doesn't matter. One space there.
One stick and bring those there from the background.
There's so many. Yeah.
Have to be in the background.
Go to tent number 1 and start the process.
Agora o Camerão.
O Camerão?
She's here?
Do I need to submit it on a letter?
Hello. Can you leave the staff side? This is fast. Are you okay?
I can. But for now.
Hello, morning. You okay?
For now, I'm okay.
I've already taken a photo with him now. What's the problem? The photo is there. I'll come back. The photo is there. I'll come back. Yes. Doing well? Yes, I know you. It's a name, not well. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'll look for it. Yeah.
Speaking English, I left the
You want to take some photos? I will.
This belongs to you, sir. You decided to get lost and get lost. And now for
done.
So, Honorable, we would like to know from you. Today we have seen you have come to express your interest and take the nomination form. So, can you tell us why and which position?
Thank you. My name is Marata, aspiring candidate. I have picked my nomination form today, expressing interest to stand for Manenki Marata today. And I want to thank God for today, because I would like to continue with the serving my people, because there are so many things that I have not completed, and there needs to be a continuity of the services that I've been offering to the people of Marata.
So, when you look what you have done on ground, does it give you that mileage to go and win the upcoming NRM Party structure election, primary elections?
Yes, I think I have achieved 3/4 of my manifesto that I had put before my people, and that gives me the strength to say that I need to come back, so that I can be able to complete the few percentage that has been remaining. I'm very optimistic that whatever I've done for my people, they are satisfied with it, and they are encouraging me to come and pick this expression of interest, so that I can be able to be given another opportunity, another mandate to complete the manifesto.
So, when you look at politics, there are some politicians who love riding on blackmail, propaganda, and so on, and in some instances, you might have also suffered such kind of blackmail by some politicians. And would like to know from you, this time the NRM Party Secretariat has introduced the mode of voting, the mode of campaign, which is going to be joint campaign. Are you satisfied with that? And how do you think that is going to help you as the incumbent MP?
In fact, I have suffered blackmail, smear politics, and all sorts of names. It has been a strategy for some opponents to ride on blackmail and lies. And I'm very, very happy. I think I'm the happiest person that this time around we are going to do joint campaigns. And that will be an instant justice. Because in my presence, I don't think somebody can really blackmail when I'm there. They normally take advantage when you're not there, in your absence. They lie, they blackmail, they do a lot of smear politics, which is so unfortunate. And I'm very glad this time around it is going to be joint campaign. When you want to lie, when you want to smear me with diffuses in my presence, people will say you're lying. So I am very, very happy that this time around we do joint campaign, so that nobody can do blackmail. And I'm sure they will fear to blackmail me. Yeah.
So what about the method of voting by lining behind candidates of your choice? Is that decision okay with you?
I'm very fine with that, because you will just know that you're either losing or you're winning. The number of people behind you, the long line will be justified that you have won. That is an instant and then justice, as you see. I like it so much, and in fact it should continue with the rest of the days.
When you look at the environment, currently there's global warming, and if you look at Marata district in particular and Western region at large and Uganda, there has been those issues of climate, people cutting down trees for either charcoal burning or other economic activities. And they tell us what you've been able to do in these 4 years that you've been in office as far as the issues of climate change, averting it is concerned.
Thank you. I have been one of those advocates for environmental aspects. I have been talking about this in every event, every function, at least encouraging people to plant trees, whether 1 or 2 at our homestead, because we know the uses of trees. I have been advocating for tree planting, at least in every home. This one is on record. And I have been giving out tree seedlings to farmer groups, to individuals, so that we can plant around our environment to do away with global. And it is a serious thing. Global warming is a reality. It may sound as if it is very far, but it is within us. And then I've been involving myself physically to collect rubbish, especially kabera, empty bottles, plastic bottles, kaberas. I've been doing this physically myself, and then also mobilizing the community to collect and sort out our garbage. If you can put aside the kabera, the empty bottles, and then you put the ones that you can be used as manure in our gardens, I think it will be good to go. So I want to encourage each one of us to be concerned about global warming and the environmental upgrade of Marata district. And secondly, I've also been put on record to talking about this climate smart program on plenary, because I talked about it. Marata was one of those districts that supposed to benefit from climate smart program out of the 69 districts that were selected. But unfortunately, somehow, our name disappeared at the point of identifying the focal point person. That is when we discovered that our name disappeared among the districts that were supposed to benefit from the program. So we got concerned, we wrote letters to Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Agriculture, asking why we have disappeared from that program, because we know environment, we were going to benefit from that program, because as the Marasa district, we are being surrounded by hosting districts. That is how we are supposed to benefit from it. But I want to say that we are going to fight until our name is included in that program.
Okay, lastly, as we come to the end of this interview, when you look at the recently released population census of Uganda, youth are the majority, and when you look at that number, tell us, what have you been able to do for the youth in Marsa district as far as the issues of, let me say, skilling or employment or some other programs to do with those groups is concerned?
Thank you. That is true. Taking the population of Marata, majority is the youth between 29 or 30 below. That is a fact. And it is a concern of everybody that we must be involved in helping our youth. So I have been, first of all, information giving is one aspect. I have been talking to these youth, supporting them emotionally, even physically, financially. I have been supporting some youth groups in the Marata district. I have a special Boda association. We made a Boda association of Marata district. We registered it. We launched it officially. We gave them 2 motorcycles to start with, so that they can live in unity as a group. And then 2, I have a skilling center called the Hon Jennifer Foundation, where we give skills to the youth, both girls and boys, which has helped them to also earn a living. That one is on record. And I have been supporting some youth groups, especially Boda stages. And then also the PWD who are youth, I have been supporting them. I want to be optimistic here that I will continue to support the youth. I have employed so many youth in the skilling center. Others are instructors, others are the management. They are being held by, those positions are being held by the youth, and in so many other areas. So really I want to encourage other people also to join me in supporting the youth. And if I am renewed my mandate, I'll continue to supporting the youth, because they are the majority and these are the future leaders. If not supported, it will be very bad.
Okay, thanks so much, Honorable Driwaru. We wish you all the best and success in your campaign. And our viewers, we are here at NRM Party Secretariat covering some of the politicians who have come all the way from Western region, and the first politician we've covered this morning is Honorable Driwaru Jennifer. She's the woman MP from Marta district, and when we were talking with him, she gave us a picture of how she has been able to address the issues of the issues of climate change by engaging in distribution of free seedlings, and also engaging in the issues of cleanliness by collecting caveras or empty bottles. And he also talked about the issues of skilling the youth, which when you look at the current population of Uganda, young people are the majority, and she has said that she has put the youth into her heart as one of the tasks that she's doing, and she promises to do it more in the upcoming elections if she wins and retains that seat for the position of women in Female Security. So we thank you so much for watching, and we